What's good, Mask family? In today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all the best healer builds in 2025. Y'all voted for it, so we're here. And I'm not gonna lie, you can almost say it's perfect timing since the new Teku 8 trigram palm weapon just dropped last week, along with the new host transformation 7-tail ultimate. So you know I'm going to be giving y'all the best builds along with this new stuff in today's video. Now before I get into all that, man, y'all already know I need y'all to hit that like button and subscribe so y'all don't miss out on any of my videos, because we're definitely going to be doing the best defense builds next. You don't want to miss out on that. Now let's try to get this video up to 50 likes, and I promise I'll drop the next defense video in the same week. Now with all that out of the way, let's get into the builds. Alright, so here's the first build, man. This is more like a one-shot pit build that you can use for fun, man. And I love using this build on base or flag battle protection when you definitely got a secondary healer. But your boy was doing it. I'm a crazy madman without a secondary healer. I still had fun with this one, but let's get into it. Alright, so we with the weapon, man. Of course, the weapon is going to be the Teku 8 trigrams weapon, man. And you already know this weapon got me out here feeling like I'm Neji out here, just tearing my opponents up. You know, destroying they chakra points, man. Just absolutely being a menace with these hands, you feel me? But I love this weapon so much. The combos go crazy. And this might be my new favorite healer weapon, just period. So for the ninja tool, man, we got the Seal Tech fakes from this one, man. You already know this will reverse your opponent's controls, and it does a good amount of damage while taking away your opponent's substitution stock, man. So this is perfect for the build overall. So for the outfit, man, we're gonna be using the Balsam outfit. Top skill is gonna be Orchestrated Hermit. Bottom skill is gonna be Sage of Paradise, and for our accessory, we got Strength of Faith for this one, man, for real. But you can use any outfit or whatever you want to use. It really does not matter. So for the first ninjutsu, man, we're going to be using Tsukuyomi just to trap our opponents in a genjutsu state. And we're going to be dealing damage over time while they're stuck in it. Their movement speed is going to be reduced when they're coming out of it, and attack tracking as well. Plus their attack power is going to be lowered as well too. Alright, so for the second ninjutsu, we got Shadow Stitching Jutsu. This is going to combo well with Tsukuyomi because both of these jutsus lower your opponent's defense, and this one does damage over time as well. So this is perfect for the build overall, man. Alright, so now for the substitution, man, we got no heals. So we're going with Emergency Exit just to give us some heals, you know what I'm saying? So for the secret technique, man, we're going to be using Sealing Jutsu String Light Formation. And that concludes the build overall, man. Alright, so as you can see, this is a nice little debuff combo build that will absolutely lead to a one-shot if done correctly. But yeah, we're going to be taking this build into some combat battles, base battles, etc. Even flag is going to be used in this demonstration to show you how nasty this build get down. So anyways, let's get into the actual demonstration real quick. Alright, man, this is my favorite combat healer build in all of Shinobi Striker at the moment, man, because this is basically a meta combat healer build. So let's get into showing you guys what this build is talking about real quick. So for the weapon, we're going to be using the 8 Trigon's Palm. Once again, man, you already know, like I said before, this is my favorite weapon at the moment, man, because the combos go absurd, and it combos pretty well with this particular build right here, man. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so for the ninja tool, man, it has to be the healing seal type 2, since we're gonna be focusing kinda on healing our teammates as well. So we need that second bit of healing that we don't have with another jutsu. So this is gonna be our second form of healing for this particular build. For the outfit, man, we got the embroidered wind chime for this one, man. And for our top skill, we got essence yin. Bottom skill is gonna be jaded healer, and for our accessory, we don't have none at all. Alright, so for the first ninjutsu, man, you already know we gotta go with chakra rebirth with this one, man. You already know this is one of the most meta healing jutsus in the game, so this is perfect because you get to revive your opponents and heal yourself and your teammates as well too, and it has a knockback effect, so you're not gonna get hit out of using this jutsu whatsoever. Man, we're gonna be using Crimson Drizzle. You already know how this jutsu gets down. It's one of the best in the game for healers, man, because you can definitely take away your opponent's substitution, feed you on attack power, and it has a crazy cooldown. So why not use this particular jutsu to destroy your enemies with, along with the Trigrams, man. So now for the substitution, we gotta go with multi-shadow clone for the extra sub. Alright, so for our secret technique, man, we gotta summon the swarm with insect jamming technique, man. We're gonna be doing damage because this is a combat healer build, and you can use this for base as well, I guess, technically, and flag if you wanted to, but this is gonna help us eliminate our opponents a whole lot quicker, man. Alright guys, now that you guys know what this build entails, let me show you how this build get down in some combat battles real quick. So let's get into it. Alright, so here's our true healer build for today's video, man. This is a very true healing build that only focuses on healing and nothing else. But anyways, let me show you what this build entails. Alright, so for the weapon, man, we're going to be using the Totsuka blade for this one, man, but you can use any weapon that you want to use. This is one of my favorite weapons in the game, which is why I'm choosing to use it for this particular build. So for the ninja tool, man, we got the healing seal type 2. So for the outfit, man, we got the heavenly angel for this one, man. For the top skill, we got Heavenly Assassin. Bottom skills are going to be Fleeting Flower, and for our accessory, we don't have none. For our first ninjutsu, man, we're going to be using 6 Paths Chakra Rebirth just for the healing, and we get to bring back our opponents if they ever get downed with this particular jutsu. So here's our second ninjutsu. We're going to be using Palm Sage Jutsu. This allows you to heal your teammates over time as long as you got the jutsu held down. Alright, so for the substitution, we got multi-shadow clone jutsu just for the extra sub. Our secret technique, man, we're going to be using Slug Long Distance Healing for this one, man, but you can use Mytonic Regeneration. You can use any ultimate that you want to use with this build. I just chose to stick with the healing theme and just completely commit to healing overall with this build. So we're going to be showing you guys how this build works, man. So let's get into the demonstration and show you how this heal build gets down. So here's our fourth build of today's video, man. This is more of a long range healing build. It allows you to heal from long range and actually hit your opponent from long range. But let's get into it, man. Let me show you what this build entails. Weapon, man, we're going to be using the spinning arms, man, to mix things up, man. This is one of my favorite healer weapons in the game at this point, man. I think this is my third favorite healer weapon at the moment. But yeah, this weapon gets down. It's pretty good, pretty solid, does pretty good damage, and the combos are pretty nice too overall. Alright, ninja tool, man, we're going with the healing seal type 2. But you can use any ninja tool that you want to use with this build. This build is mainly focused on the long range aspect of healing and damage. So yeah, the outfit, man, we're going to be using the embroiled wind chime again. Top skill is going to be healing essence yin. Bottom skills are going to be jade healer, and for accessory we have none. But you can use any accessory or outfit that you want to use for this particular build too. First in jutsu, we're going to be using the transmission palm sage jutsu just to heal our opponents up from long range. For our second jutsu, man, we're going to be using the Yatsuka beads, and also a long range hitting move that allows you to hit your opponent from further range as well, man. Man, we got to use a multi-shadow clone jutsu. Overall, you already know we need that extra sub, so why not? Secret technique, man, we got to go with feather illusion, man, since this is heavily inspired for only using whenever you're in the cloud map, really. The first cloud map, because that cloud map is just horrendous, and you kind of need a long range jutsu or a fall jutsu to make your opponents get pitfall just to basically do anything in that map. But anyways, man, that concludes this overall build real quick, man. Let's get into showing you guys how this build works. We're going to be using it on a flag battle and in the combat battle at, of all places, the cloud map, like I said before. But anyways, let's get into showing you guys how this build gets down. So let's get it. Here's our fifth build of today's video, and this is more of a base build only used for just taking bases and getting people off bases, you know what I'm saying, or is used for also helping your teammate get the flag as well and getting your opponents off the flag so you can capture it as well too. But anyways, let me show you what this build entails, man. Weapon, man, we're gonna be using the famed Kurosawa Tsubaki for this one, man, just to mix things up, of course. So, man, we're gonna be using a healing seal type 2 just for the extra healing. But hey, you can use any ninja tool that you want to use for this one, man. It really does not matter for real. The actual costume, man, we're gonna be using the celestial garb. Top skill is gonna be tiger constellation. Bottom skill is gonna be fluttering evening star, and for accessory we do not have one for this particular build, man. Jutsu number 1, we're gonna be using water style water pillar jutsu. We're gonna be using heavily for the pain. Substitution, we gotta use multi shadow clone jutsu just for the extra sub. Technique, man, we're gonna be using Izanami for this one, but you can use any secret technique that you want to use. I just went with this one just to get our opponents off the base or flag, and we get to actually, you know, reverse any flag capture or anything like that, or stop somebody from getting the flag, or overall being able to basically put the flag in, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, that concludes the build. Let me show you how this build get down and some actual matches. So let's get into it, man. Here's our 6th build of today's video, man. This is a pretty decent combat healing build that's going to be mostly showcasing the 7 Tails transformation ultimate, man. So let's get into it. Weapon, man, we're going to be using the Fading Blossom, man. I just got this weapon and I didn't like this weapon at first when I first saw it, but I'm actually starting to like this weapon a little bit more. So we're going to be using this just to mix things up a bit for this particular video. So we're going to be using the Healing Seal Type 2 just to heal ourselves and our teammates. Skill, man, we got Master of Medicine. Bottom skill is going to be in the Flash, and for our accessory, we got none. But you can use any skills that you guys want to use for this particular build. So the Jutsu, we're going to be using Truth Seeking Orb just to help us like have some defense capabilities and be able to take our opponent's jutsus away if need be. Second jutsu, man, we're going to be using Palm Sage Jutsu just to heal our teammates up, as long as we hold down the input to do so, man. And they also got to be within range to get the heals as well too. Solution, man, we got multi-shadow on Jutsu, man, just for the extra sub. You already know. Your technique, man, you already know we got to go with Host Transformation 7 Tails. And this is a pretty neat secret technique because you get a buff. As long as you're killing your enemies, the buff will stay there, which will allow you to have like reduced cooldown, as well as I think movement speed as well too. But anyways, that concludes this build real quick. I gotta show off this build in a combat battle real quick just to show you how this build works. So let's get into some actual matches real quick, man. Our 8th build of today's video. This is a very dangerous base battle build that I made a video on a long time ago, man. So y'all can definitely go check the video out after this one. We're gonna be using the 8 trigrams palms again for this one, man. This is perfect for the build, so that's why we're using it, since we're gonna be using tags for this build. And yeah, we're gonna be destroying our opponents pretty quickly with this one, man, for real. So man, we're gonna be using the Ceiling Fakes once again, because this is a pretty good ninja tool for a base battle, if you ask me. Awesome outfit once again. Top shield is gonna be Orchestrated Ornament. Bottom shield is gonna be Sage of Paradise, and for the accessory we got none. So man, we got Summoning Slug for this one, man, for them heals and that debuff. You know what I'm saying? Jutsu, man, we're gonna be using is the Cherry Blossom Clash for this one, man. Substitution, man, we're going to be using the Emergency Exit just for the extra healing, of course. Secret technique, man, we gotta go with the Solid Vapor Fog Jutsu for this one, man, since we're gonna be using this for a base battle and it's good for clearing people off that base. To get into showing you guys how this build get down, we use this in a actual base battle as well as a barrier as well, since we are playing with randoms. This is a perfect example of how this build gets down, so let's get into it. Ninth and final build of today's video, man, and I'm not gonna lie, this build right here is probably the best build in all the whole builds, man. This is my favorite build overall because the damage you can put out is insane, and you'll be deleting your opponents left and right. I felt like an attacker literally whenever I use this build, but let's get into it. For the weapon, we gotta go with the 8 trigrams palm with this one, man, because this weapon is absolutely godlike, and we're gonna be destroying our opponents with this build while using this weapon, man. Trust, people are gonna lose their health bars with this particular build. I'm not gonna lie, man. We're going with the healing shield type 2. Awesome, man. We're going with the Blossom Storm. Top skill is gonna be Unexpected Winds. Bottom skill is gonna be Natural Splendor, and for our accessory we got Wind and Clouds, man. Jutsu, we got 8 trigrams air palm for this one, man. Jutsu, man, we're gonna be using Heavy Boulder Jutsu. You already know what this jutsu does, and this also makes this build absolutely lethal paired with the air palm overall, man. Trust. I'm gonna switch things up. We're gonna be using Yamatsu Hirosaka for our actual substitution. Your technique, we're gonna be using the Gentle Step Twin Lion's Fist for this one, man, and this is a Hyuga build, so this is perfect. This build goes absolutely crazy. This is one of my favorite healer builds to date because what I can do is just absolutely destroy people with this build. This build is absolutely goated. And you guys gonna see why this is the case pretty soon, because we collected 14 bodies with this build, and we didn't die not once, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. And we was also playing with randoms too, but keep that in mind. But anyways, let's get into show you guys how this build get down real quick, man.
style, liquid bullet.
Yes. Hey.
Disappointing video, man. You're a freaking goat. I appreciate you, man. This video was a long one, and I'm sorry for that, man. Comment which build was your favorite down in the comment section. The first person to do so, I'll pin their comment at the top of the comment section as always. The defense video would not be this long, which is going to be the best defense build in 2025. That video is not going to be this long at all. So yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. But if you guys want to see anything, you want me to try any of your builds, or if you guys got a particular video you guys want me to do, comment that down in the comment section as well, and I'll try to make it to a video. But with all that being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This has been your boy Mask, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, peace out, and God bless.